How's it going, fellow Chelsea fans, and welcome to another preview video where today we are previewing Chelsea versus Everton, another must-win game, another cup final type game, and it is a game we have to win. So, Saturday, 12:30 p.m. I cannot wait. After our 2-1 win against Fulham, confidence is hopefully high, even though we were awful for like 80 minutes. I'm expecting big things. So, before we get into the video, if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what your score prediction is and your goal scorers. Let's get into this video. So, we've got Everton. Another must-win game, another big game, another tough game. We are facing a side in Everton who has the most draws in the Premier League this year. We cannot draw this game. We cannot do it. So we have to win. So I'm going to break it down. I've got my score prediction at the top. I've got my starting lineup this side. And on the left hand side it's just our stats for top goal scorer and assists on the other side. So as you can see, Cole Palmer and Jackson at the top, but they haven't done anything for about 2 months now. So anyway, let's not get into that. So to begin with, score prediction 2-1. Now that's just me again being optimistic. Do I think it's really going to be 2-1? No. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw, but only positive thoughts. So I'm hoping a 2-1 win against Everton. They score, obviously our defence is dreadful, absolutely dreadful. So I'm expecting them to score just because we're not good at anything defending. But the goal scorers, I'm predicting Enzo Fernandez and a surprise, Nicholas Jackson. I think with Tyreek George scoring, a light bulb has to go off and he has to realise my place is in jeopardy. So I've gone Jackson. Whether that's the case or not is a completely different story, which it probably won't. So I'm worried. I am worried. We shall see. We shall see. So let's get into my lineup. Jorgensen, listen, the goalkeeping situation is just getting worse and worse by the week, but I like Jorgensen. I prefer him over Sanchez. I saw something like Sanchez's save percentage this year is like 70%, but I don't know how. Who knows? But Jorgensen, Reece James again, he has to play. Our captain, our best player at the club, he has to be on the pitch. Then Trevor Chalobah, Colwell, two centre-backs. Maybe they can start building some chemistry, but they're my two centre-backs. Our best striker, Cucurella. This is mental. So yeah, Cucurella, Moises Caicedo. For the life of me, I can't remember if he's suspended or not. I don't think he is. If he is, then I don't know who they're putting. Maybe Dewsbury Hall, which sounds awful. But Caicedo, Fernandez, Cole Palmer, Neto, because he scored a goal, so I think Neto is the guy. Nicholas Jackson, just because George scored, so he needs to be in there. And Jadon Sancho, just because, again, when he come in that second half, we look lively. So, and Sancho has been performing much better over these last few games, I guess, than our other wingers. So, that's my preferred lineup. My predicted lineup, I'd probably go Sanchez in goal. I'd probably take Sancho out, and I think Madueke, I think he'll start pretty much the same team he did against Fulham. So we shall see. And then I think if Gusto's still injured, he won't come on, but we'll bring someone else on, maybe a Champong or someone. I don't know. But that is my preferred and what I expected starting lineup. Now there's some key points in here, some massive key points. as I said, Reece James right back. I've done a video on this. I think Reece James needs to be playing right back instead of his... the last game against Fulham, I don't quite know where he was. He was in like 2 different positions. Like, he was right back for a bit, and then he went into like DM, like centre mid type situation, and it just didn't work out. I think he come off at half time against Fulham, so I don't know. It's strange. He's not being used right. It's frustrating because you want him. I can understand his injuries, but you want him bombing down the wing. He's an attacking threat. He's probably one of our best passers, if not our best passer. There's so much he can do, and we're just limiting him to sideways passing. Not good. Not good at all. And then my other maybe potential key point is Nicholas Jackson. I was going back and forth. I was flip-flopping between Jackson and George. Now, did I want to pin my hopes on George straight away? Yes. But I feel like because George got a goal, hopefully that kind of wakes Jackson up a little bit, thinking his position could be in doubt. It's never really been like that with Nkunku, just because you never feel like he's scoring. But George scored like such an instinctive goal with the way he took that shot against Fulham. So I think Nicholas Jackson is the guy. However, if he's looking awful throughout the whole of the first half, he's got to go off the pitch. I want George straight away on the pitch. Make some subs, take him off. And it goes with the others. As I said, against Fulham, we come out strong in the second half, but that was probably the changes. Then we dipped off, and then by like the 80th minute, we actually woke up again. So changes are massive. We need it. I think Tariq George is definitely one who needs to be playing more. The same as a Champong. That annoys me. He needs to be playing more, which I think with Gusto most likely being injured again because of a hamstring, Reece James is the guy who would have to come off, but not at half time. I'd probably give him about 60 minutes this time just to get him a little bit more further along. So yeah, I think those are the key points. Listen, Everton, I said it a little bit earlier in the video, they are the king of draws. They have 14 draws. Now, I don't know how much of that was Sean Dyche compared to Moyes, but David Moyes' teams, they're always tough. They're always tough, and coming back to Everton, they've certainly picked up again. They are doing so much better. So much better. So, yeah, I think David Moyes has done a hell of a job there, and I think they're only going to go up and up and up. So we shall see. It's going to be a tough game. We're the first ones to play, so is that pressure, or do you want to get it out the way early? Who knows? Maybe get it out the way early, set the tone early, put pressure on the other teams that are playing. I think they're pretty much, some of them have got easy fixtures compared to us, so we shall see. And then I think my final key point, I've got my pen in my hand, my final key point is it being at home. Now there's going to be a lot of tension. There's already disconnect between the Chelsea fans, Enzo Maresca, Chelsea fans and the board. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. So, you know, Enzo Maresca's complained about the atmosphere before and being toxic or hostile or whatever he said. So, but if the players aren't performing and we go 1-0 down like what we did against Fulham, too right, the crowd should be on their back. We spent over these last 3 years like £1.6 billion on players, and this is the squad we've come up with. You go back over the years, like maybe like the last 10 years, this is probably like the worst Chelsea team. Hardly any of these players get into it other than maybe like a Reece James or a Jackson, and maybe Caicedo, but does he get over Kante? Do you know what I mean? It's just bits like that. So we need to come out strong. We can't have our typical Jekyll and Hyde where with boring, nothing happens in the first half, and then second half we wake up and feel like, oh, we're actually losing here, let's do something. That cannot be the case. But big fixture, absolutely big fixture. We shall see. We honestly shall see. I'm not convinced it's going to go well. I think it will be a draw. So, yeah. Anyway, that is my Chelsea preview. You got my score, my preferred lineup, and I'm hoping I will be doing a watch along at 12:30 against Everton on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. So if you don't mind coming over watching, I'd appreciate it. Look in the descriptions for other preview videos, watch-alongs, reviews. I do FC as well, streams, you name it. I do everything Chelsea I could possibly do. But yeah, if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below who you think is gonna win, score prediction, and the scores. Thank you very much, people, and peace out.